Hi, Skip here again. Part of this series of Advanced Market Advantages. I want to keep these down to under 10 minutes if I can, and so good luck with that. But I don't want you to have to take a lot of time on each subject, and I'm going to run through on this when I give you a breakout. I'm going to give you a title, and we're going to break it out and take a look at the broad picture of what that title represents. And understand this is not a detailed step-by-step training as to how you're going to get it all in place. It is to give you an idea, an understanding of what it's going to take to build a really, truly solid long-term foundation. I'll make this a little opener like this on each video because there's a lot of people who only see one or two of the videos, it may be, but I want to give this entire course. By the way, I'm also going to make sure that I'm going to make sure that this is available as well on my website, so you get the entire training. This entire training series will be free and something that will really make a difference in understanding, because so many people launch into the marketing thing online with no understanding of what they're getting into or what they want to build on or where they want to go with it. They fall short, they spend a ton of money, spend a lot of time, and it's for naught because they don't make any money. 96% of the people that do this fail. So I want to change that parameter just a little bit and give you an advantage so you know what to expect going into it on a very real basis. What's it going to take? What are some of the things to consider and the factors that make a difference and ultimately give you the ability to build a real, honest, six-figure plus income on a long-term basis? It is being done. The people who are doing it are adhering to certain standards in the process. So I want us to share with you what makes up those standards. What is it that's going to take for you to get there? And then also I will be providing a step-by-step program. You'll have access to a program that's going to simplify everything and give you everything you need in one stop. So it's kind of interesting. But I want you to go through and get a really good idea. So wherever you go from here, you have a pretty good idea of what it's going to take to build your business. Is that fair enough? Okay. So I'm going to dive into it, and the first subject we're going to talk about is what is affiliate marketing. Okay, so what is affiliate marketing? I want to break this down into about 8 different segments that are going to help make sense of what makes up affiliate marketing and things to consider when you're looking at that and getting into that arena. So you can really look at what is the possibilities, what can you do, what constitutes long-term success, and that kind of thing. The first thing we want to look at is the fact that affiliate marketing is a process, an art form of selling other people's products. Big variable on the products, but you're selling other people's products, and that's the baseline of it. What's the art form, and how do you market and drive traffic and all those kinds of things to actually market a product that is not a product you have to create or warehouse or distribute or any of those kinds of things. Your role is to sell a product and make a commission. Number 2 consideration, expanding income streams. If you look at anybody who is truly successful online, they've got multiple streams of income. And ideally, the majority of the income is going to come from subscriptions and long-term elements of a core product or concept. If you select a core product that has subsidiary products to it, affiliated products that are part of the bigger picture that people will need as a part of the solution to achieve what they want. What they want is a particular outcome or reality, and this is going to make a lot of sense to you as you go on, but I'm just touching on the highlights here. So anyway, you want to have a landscape of several different products that built into one system can provide multiple streams of income. We'll talk a lot more about that, but this is one of the things that the real experts learn how to do that is phenomenal. It makes a big difference in the ultimate outcome. Distribution of assignment. Distribution assignment is number 3. Distribution assignment is an important thing. How you assign your products. If you look at a particular product, can it be assigned to multiple niches? Can it be assigned to multiple markets? What are the limitations or advantages of a particular product, and how is that assigned? Again, this is one of those things it's not a massive, big concern because most of the products you're going to have, it's not going to be a problem. but you want to look at the flexibility of a particular product. Number 4, source stabilization. This is a big deal. You want to make sure that the source of your product is something that's going to be long term. It's not going to just go away overnight as you put all that money in setting up your system and doing your marketing and doing all those things. Is that product going to go away? So do you have a stable source for your product? Big deal. Return on investment advantage. This is one that is it takes a little bit of homework on a particular product. If you've got a product that's got a very high cost margin, then your profitability margin is potentially going to be a lot less. You want to look at where are your advantages in the marketplace, that you can hit a price point that's a popular overall price point that people are comfortable in spending online. And of course, there's the difference in the value and all those things that go into pricing. But in that particular price range, are you looking at having enough margin built in the thing that you can actually make a decent percentage? So some products are such high cost that there's a very slim margin at the end of the day, which means that your commission potential is much less. So two people can work very hard, spend the same amount of time and effort and money, and one person makes a lot of money and another person makes barely any, because the return on investment was just not adequate. So that's a consideration in the overall picture. Manufacturing / production trends. Can your manufacturing keep up with, or production of your product, whether it's a digital or whatever, can it keep up with the demand? Is it available? Is it something that's going to go away at some point? What kind of market trends are going to change to where it's going to make you vulnerable? Are you dealing with a product that is really based on a major trend that's going to come and go, or is it a long-term sustainable trend? So you have to look at that as to how does that product fit with current or existing trends or long-term stable markets. So something to take a look at. International distribution, very simple. Is this a product that can be sold internationally? And when you look at the primary core product, and by the way, this concept of primary core product and sub-products is going to make a lot of sense to you. It's a powerful, powerful concept in really generating long-term stable income streams. So it's a really big deal. So then when you look at international, are you going to be able to market all that product package? Are you going to be able to market that in multiple markets around the world? Right now we market mostly to English-speaking countries. That's the UK, Australia, Canada, etc. These are all English-speaking markets. They're going to have something in common, and we don't have to do an awful lot to change the marketing landscape in order to fit the different markets. So how's your international distribution on the product is something that's going to work on that. And by the way, the best thing to look at in that area is going to be digital products that don't require warehousing, storage, shipping, etc. Digital products are absolutely the best and most powerful in terms of meeting the broad demand. The other thing is market flexibility. As you move to different markets and different trends evolve, do you have a product that is sustainable through those changes? You might have to make a little bit of change, be flexible in how you market that product to fit a particular trend. But you have to look at just how flexible is that product in doing that. So your long-term big picture, and I'm talking long-term, I'm talking 5, 10, 20 years, however many years. Over that time, you're going to have product changes and evolution and all those kinds of things. But if you've got a core product that's really a good product and you want to sustain over a long period of time, it's an important consideration. Having said that, I want to close this particular session before it gets too long. I don't want to run ridiculous times and spend a lot of time. By the way, this entire series is going to be probably between 2 and 3 hours worth of total training. It will be again available on my website. I'll have some links down here, and if you want to look at a total package where all these considerations, and there's going to be about, someplace between 10 and 15 steps and stages of this whole thing, where all of that is contained in one package where you can step by step accomplish everything, where a lot of these considerations have been handled for you. So you don't have to do a lot of research to make it happen. So there's a link there for a 30 session program that's going to teach you all of these things and completely change your life. It's radical. And so I'll be putting a link for that. It's called the 4% Challenge. I'll be putting a link for that so you can look at that. And it's going to take all these things into consideration, take a lot of the weight off of it. But if you're going to go independent and you're going to go out there and try to build something of your own, these are all considerations you need to look at to really make sure that you're setting up something that's going to be successful initially and have that long-term stay power. So with that, I'll see you in the next video. Touch bases with you later. God bless. Talk to you soon. Thanks.